Hello everybody and welcome back to another lesson. Today I bring to you 10 weird slangs or expressions in Brazilian Portuguese. So if you want to know how we speak Brazilian Portuguese on the streets and in everyday life, stay tuned to this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button down below so you can get notified when I post new videos on this channel. Let's get started. Right, number one is partiu. Partiu literally means left, right? It doesn't make any sense if you just get it and translate it. But what it really means is let's go, let's do something, or it's time to do something. For example, you can write on a WhatsApp, for example, to your friend, or you can just say to somebody, partiu treino. That means let's go to the gym, or I'm going to the gym. It's time to go to the gym to train, right? Because gym is not treino or treinar. Gym is academia. That's how we call the gym here. But when we say partiu treino, means it's time to go training or to go practice whatever sport you practice. Another thing you can also say, another example, partiu café. That means I'm gonna have a coffee, or I'm gonna have breakfast now if it's time to have breakfast. So it's time to have breakfast. It's time to have a coffee. Partiu café. Next, you can also say to a friend or something. So for example, you guys are talking to go grab a drink or something, and then you see it's time to do it, and you just say partiu. That means, are we going? Is it time to go? Let's do it now. So sometimes you're discussing the details of something, blah, blah, blah. So everyone agrees with everything that it's gonna happen, and we're gonna go to a bar to have a couple of drinks, and then we just look at our watches and say, partiu? So, are we going? Let's go, or shall we go? You can also hear things like bora, bora lá. That means embora, ou vamos embora, which would mean let's leave, but to go to do something. For example, bora lá fazer uma festa pra ele. So, let's go and throw a party for him. Or we should throw a party for him, something like that. So, bora lá, bora is something that people say a lot here. Remember, these are all slangs. Next one, combinado, which is our number two. Combinado. That means deal. When things are arranged and you agree with people that you both are going to do something you were discussing about doing, you just say combinado. Ok, deal. Então, nos encontramos às 10 na cafeteria. That means, so we meet at 10 at the coffee shop. And another person answers combinado. Deal. It's a deal. All right, good. We're gonna meet there. Combinado. If you translate this literally, you're gonna have matched, the translation, because combinar in Portuguese, I was gonna talk to you in Portuguese. Em português, combinar em português, that means match. When something matches, this something combina. All right? Another example is não se preocupa, já tá tudo combinado. That means don't worry, everything is already settled or arranged. Repeat, não se preocupa, já tá tudo combinado. Make sense? All right, so let's go to number 3, gato ou gata. Gato for a man, gata for a woman or a girl, whatever. So, what does that mean? That means handsome for a man and beautiful for a woman. So, If a man is gato, that means he's a cat? No. That means he's handsome. If a woman is uma gata, that means she's beautiful. Let's take a look at a few examples. Cara, ela é muito gata. That means, dude, she's so beautiful. Repeat. Cara, ela é muito gata. Again. Cara, ela é muito gata. That would be the way we would say in a normal speed. Cara, ela é muito gata. Now, a woman saying to another woman, or maybe a guy, I don't know, but something like, aquele cara é muito gato. That means that guy is very handsome. Aquele cara, that guy, é muito gato. Is very handsome. So now, repeat. Aquele cara é muito gato. Nice. Next example. Aquela mulher é linda. That really means that woman is really beautiful. Linda. If you want to talk about a man, you can say lindo, right? Because a woman, linda. A man, a guy, lindo. Very good. Now number 4, pepino. Pepino. We say that, we pronounce that as pepino instead of pepino. You can say pepino, whatever. But most of the times, people are going to say pepino, which literally means cucumber. But what it means in Brazil, in Portuguese, is a big problem. When you have a pepino, that means you have a big problem. So, let's take a look at an example. Não posso ir no jogo hoje. Tenho monte de pepino para resolver. That means I can't go to the game today. I have a lot of problems, a lot of pepinos to solve at work or to just solve. Well, repeating. Não posso ir no jogo hoje. Tenho monte de pepino para resolver. Good. Next example with pepino. Que pepino, hein? That means, what a problem, huh? Or you got yourself a big problem, huh? In your hands, whatever. So, que pepino, hein? Now, next example. Nossa, só me aparece pepino. That means, God, just problems showing up, or only problems present themselves to me, that's the only thing that happens to me. So, nossa is also not a contraction, but a short for Nossa Senhora. That means when we say in English, for example, oh my God, oh my goodness. So, nossa, só me aparece pepino. Next one, number 5, te vira ou se vira. That means turn yourself or flip yourself or something like that, but makes no sense, of course, literally translating. There's also another one, which is te vira nos 30. That means turn yourself in the 30 seconds, something like that. Because there was a show here on TV that people had to do something within 30 seconds and show everything they had. Host of the show used to say, now, te vira nos 30. And then we say that to people when you're in a situation that no one is going to do anything for you, so they just take a look, they look at you and they say, te vira. It's your problem, not my problem. Te vira nos 30. Like, for example, you're going to make a presentation about something, and then you look at your friend and he looks at you and says, hey man, it's you, te vira. Like, it's your problem. So let's take a look at some examples. Esse carro só me dá problema. Meaning, this car only gives me problems. And then somebody answers, você não queria um carro? Agora se vira. Ou agora te vira. Didn't you want a car? Now it's your problem. Now you have to deal with it. Basically, deal with it. Te vira. Now let's repeat both examples so you practice your Portuguese. Esse carro só me dá problema. Você não queria um carro? Agora se vira. If you say that to a person, of course, you're gonna be rude, right? If you say, deal with it, it's your problem, somebody might get mad at you. So choose the right person to say that. Do never say that to your spouse. Ok, next example. Eu não sei se consigo entregar o relatório hoje. That means I don't know if I can deliver the report or handle you the report today. And then your boss looks at you and says, te vira. That's your problem. Te vira. Ou se vira nos 30. It's your problem. Do what you can within the time frame you have. Now, let's repeat so you practice. Eu não sei se consigo entregar o relatório hoje. Te vira. Nice. Very good. Now, next example is não sei se consigo fazer essa apresentação. It's almost the same sentence we saw before, but this one is I don't know if I can deliver this presentation or if I can make this presentation. Eu não sei se eu consigo fazer essa apresentação. And then somebody answers to you, chegou a hora, te vira nos 30. The time has come. It's your problem. Now you're going to have to do what you have to do. Just do what you have to do. So, let's repeat. Não sei se consigo fazer essa apresentação. Chegou a hora. Te vira nos 30. Well, next example foi bem difícil. Eu tive que me virar nos 30 para fazer tudo. Basically, that means it was very difficult. Foi bem difícil. Eu tive que me virar nos 30 means I had to bend over backwards para fazer tudo, to do everything. That's basically what it means. Let's repeat. Foi bem difícil. Eu tive que me virar nos 30 para fazer tudo. Next one, bacana. Bacana means legal, interesting. Bacana is basically the same as legal, cool, interesting. So let's take a look at an example. Eu consegui hotel bem barato no Rio. That means I got, or I was able to get, eu consegui a hotel very cheap in Rio. Repeat. Eu consegui hotel bem barato no Rio. And then the person looks at you and says, que bacana. Onde fica? How cool. How interesting. That's cool. Where is it? Nice. Next example. Olha só que bacana. Agora você pode surfar todos os dias. Look how cool. Now you can surf every day. Olha só que bacana. Repeat. Olha só que bacana. Agora você pode surfar todos os dias. Next one. Queimar o filme. Literally means burn the movie, which is make someone look bad. Like say, for example, you are literally burning their image, or you're burning your own image when you say queimar o seu próprio filme. Let's take a look at a few examples now. Essa camiseta está queimando meu filme. That means this t-shirt is making me look bad. Meaning, this t-shirt is burning my image. Repeat. Essa camiseta está queimando meu filme. Next example. Nossa, ele queimou o filme dele falando aquilo. Jesus, he made himself look bad saying that. Ele queimou is the past of ele queima, right? He burns. Ele queimou, he burned. So he burned his movie. That would the literal translation. So, ele queimou o filme dele. O filme dele, his movie. Falando aquilo, saying that. Now repeat. Nossa, ele queimou o filme dele falando aquilo. Next one. Fala sério. That means shut up. Come on now. No way. Fala sério. Let's take a look at a few examples for you. Cara, ganhei uma viagem pra Europa com tudo pago. Dude, I just won a trip to Europe with everything paid for. And then, of course, I'm gonna look at you and say, fala sério. Como? Shut up. How did you get it? Or, how? Fala sério. Como? Now let's repeat the whole sentence. Cara. Cara means face, but also means dude. So, cara, ganhei uma viagem, meaning I won a trip pra Europa, to Europe, com tudo pago, with everything paid for. And now, repeat. Fala sério. Como? Nice. Next one. Number 9. Não é possível. That literally means it's not possible. You can use that literal translation. For example, if somebody comes to you and says, can I park my car here? You can say, no, it's not possible. You can say the same thing in Portuguese if you want to say that. Não é possível. But there's also this meaning that says, no way, shut up. Like, I can't believe it. The same way you could say it in English, that's not possible. Like, you don't believe it, that something has happened. So let's take a look at a few examples. O João bateu o carro. That means John just crashed the car, or his car. In this case, the car, o carro. John just crashed his car, and then somebody says, não é possível. That means, I don't believe it. Like, I can't believe it. Como ele fez isso? How did he do that? So, repeat after me. O João bateu o carro. Não é possível. Como ele fez isso? Nice. Next one, 10. Conta outra. That means don't lie to me. Stop lying to me. Literally, it means tell me another one. Basically, tell me another story, not this one because I don't believe it. So, let's take a look at a few examples. Cara, não vou poder ir na tua festa. Minha mãe quebrou a perna. Meaning, man, I won't be able to go to your party. My mom broke her leg. It's a big lie, of course, most of the times. And then the other guy says, conta outra. That means, come on, stop lying. Conta outra. Now, let's try to repeat this in a more normal pace. Cara, não vou poder ir na tua festa. Minha mãe quebrou a perna. Conta outra. Alright, my friends, that's the end of our lesson. I hope you have enjoyed this lesson, and make sure to let me know in the comments down below if you liked it, if you knew all these expressions already, or if you didn't know, and also if you were able to repeat all the examples I gave during this lesson. Thank you so much for watching, and as usual, I'll see you in my next class. Bye-bye.